Good morning, YouTube. There's all this dramatic lighting going on because I'm a bit later than I normally am. It's 5:05, and all these people arriving in the parking area. Otherwise, it's time for a big pool day. I'm actually looking forward to it. I enjoy my pool days. Not much to say. Didn't sleep well at all. It was very hot. And I struggle to sleep when I'm overheated. Otherwise, all is good. It's going to be a good day. And don't really have much else to say for now. I will chat to you after the session. Otherwise, I'll see you then. What is happening, YouTube? It is now, after the session, 6:47. So again, a little under 2 hours. And it was brutal. I was struggling to keep up with, or maintain at least, what I managed to last in the last session. And was not feeling strong for a lot of them. A lot of the lifts were rough. But it was a weird day in that there were so many people, just way more than usual. I'd say double the amount that they normally are, because it's such a small gym. Small town vibes. Usually, there's a handful of people around, and today, for some reason, it just felt uncomfortably packed. A couple of times it was like queuing for machinery, which sucks when you come to the gym at 5 a.m. Usually it's not like that. And it's really shitty when people stand there waiting for you to finish your set. Like, they know exactly what they're doing, which makes it even more frustrating. And part of me wants to be really immature and then just slow down as much as possible and just take my time. But that's altering my training plan. I mean, I already do work pretty slowly anyway. But, Anyway. My brain is not functioning as desired. Still sitting with the idea of limiting beliefs. And last night, my partner and I, we were talking about future plans. And it triggered something in me that it just happens without even thinking about it, where I start getting anxious because I start thinking very heavily about all of the logistics of whatever the plan is. I don't want to give too many details because personal and stuff. For now anyway, it's not something we want to share. But anyway, so she stopped me and she sort of said, you you're jumping to conclusions. We don't. We're looking at making a plan. We're not. We don't need X, Y, Z to happen. And it just. I mean, she was completely right. It just occurred to me at that sort of at that moment that I tend to sort of just allow my thoughts to run wild. And I've been focusing on trying to rein them in as much as possible, and I've become a lot better at that. But there still are those times where I don't want to say it when it's at the end of the day when you're tired. It's sort of like when you least expect it. It's like when you've let your guard down, that all of a sudden you're allowing this intrusive thought train, should I say, to just overtake you. And I think that's fine when it's positivity, but when it's a negative train, then obviously, that does quite a bit of damage. It can do quite a bit of damage, especially if this kind of thing is allowed to happen more frequently, and it occurs on a regular basis. That becomes you reinforce it, and it becomes a belief. Essentially, it can become a belief, especially if it's the same negative thought pattern. And that's how you establish beliefs. It's this reinforcement of a particular concept or idea over a long, extended period. And that's why it's so difficult to break and change beliefs that you've had since you were a child. And it's, if you can become more aware of your thought process and your thoughts and how you're triggered. In other words, what makes you sort of head off in a negative direction. You can sort of you can begin to stop creating these negative self-beliefs and these negative limiting self-beliefs, or any new ones at least. And the more you do that, the more you can become aware and actually deal with existing limiting beliefs. And that's a whole other story. It's not something for a morning musing. So I am going to play with my thoughts for a bit on my drive home. And I hope you have an awesome day and an amazing week. And I will see you on Thursday, because for me, tomorrow is rest day. And I am very much looking forward to sleeping in. Yeah, it's for like an extra hour. But anyway, I hope you all have a great one. And don't forget, like this video if you like this video. Share it if you think somebody else will. And I'll see you in the next one.